Welcome in. My name is John Clement. I'm bringing you all the action here as your Elmira Pioneers play a doubleheader here tonight against the Jamestown Tarp Skunks live from Dietrich Field out here in Jamestown, New York. The first game will be the continuation of the Thunderstorm game back on the 13th as the Pioneers were trailing 4-0 in the top of the third. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out count, as we'll see what Coach Andrew Drum does with the lineup. Not too much changing, but again, there will be a couple of changes as that was over a week ago at this point, and the lineups have changed a little bit. But it's a 4-0 Tarp Skunks lead as the Pioneers are going to look to battle back. That will be a full 9-inning game, though we are already into the third inning. So that one will go the full 9. The second game, starting at 7 p.m. tonight here at Jamestown, will feature the Tarp Skunks as the home team. The Pioneers will be the visitors, and then that will be a 7-inning game as the second part of the doubleheader concludes later this evening. Of course, we'll have 2 separate broadcasts, so I hope you guys will all tune in for that, as it should be an excellent time as the Pioneers get set and get started. I'm going to step aside for just a minute, try to get everything coordinated with social media, so we'll pay some bills with the advertising, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll go into some of the details about what happened. Obviously, the Pioneers saddled with a loss after that interesting evening back there in in Batavia, so I do want to apologize. Obviously, that was a rough one. Some suspensions coming out of that. We'll talk all about that when we come back. You're listening to the Pioneers here on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, folks. Well, we are back here live from Jamestown, New York, as the Elmira Pioneers looking to get back going here. As I said, it was a 4-0 lead for Jamestown when thunder struck out at historic Dunn Field. So they'll be concluding the end of this one here. And then after that, we'll take a break for however long. And we're told the second game is set to start on time at 7 p.m. That will be a home game for the Jamestown Tarpskunks. So we'll have to see if the Pioneers can battle their way back here in the first game of the doubleheader, and then starting fresh, a 7-inning affair coming up later tonight. Now, when we left things last time, a 3 RBI double was just hit by Luke Turner, the extra hitter. Danny Hosley will be the next man due up, as he has the third base spot. He has a double already tonight, already a 1-1 count. And I say double already tonight, as we've discussed. This is the game from the 13th, so we'll have to see what exactly we can do here. As Coach Andrew Drum now meeting with the officials down here and the manager for the Tarpskunks to discuss everything. I believe they're just pointing out a couple of changes that had to be made, as Ben Shore steps in for Bobby Marsh, who is attending his orientation today. So Bobby Marsh will not be in either lineup, and congratulations to him as he heads down to Florida Atlantic University. Gil Murad is now the extra hitter today, as he was missing some catching equipment. So Robbie Barrientos, who was the extra hitter, will switch and play back behind home plate. Again, the Pioneers will be the home team for the first game, as this will be the conclusion of the Jamestown Elmira game from back on July the 13th. And then, of course, this game will finish out. We'll play a 7-inning doubleheader after this. And again, this should be, unless I'm mistaken and I don't want to speak out of tongue. Okay, I just checked the schedule. This is the last time these two teams will meet. Obviously, Jamestown way out ahead in the standings. Jamestown has really done a job this season to get themselves into a good spot for the playoffs. 23-11 on the year. Geneva 5 games behind them. The Batavia Muck Dogs 5.5 games behind them, and the Elmira Pioneers 7.5. So these two games absolutely mission critical for the Elmira Pioneers, who can extend themselves right back into the playoff push with a couple of wins here tonight. And obviously that will be the main thought for manager Andrew Drum. We'll see what he can do and what he can get out of his lineup. They certainly need to get going. Again, I want to touch on this quickly before we get into this. 4 suspensions were handed down today. I don't have the list of players, but I'm told they're primarily pitchers as well from that skirmish on the final game against Batavia on Sunday night. It was an unfortunate incident. Obviously, Coach Andrew Drum had been already taken out of the game early on in that one, and obviously he was not there to kind of take things over, but we'll see what they can do here tonight as they're looking to get right back in the playoff picture. Obviously, again, Geneva and Batavia just a couple games ahead of them, so these games are going to be, well, I said mission critical. I guess that one works. The Pioneers will have an off day tomorrow, so nothing to really save it for before they head up to Auburn, then up to Niagara before finally playing a home game for the first time in, it has been exactly a week since the Pioneers were at home, and that game did get rained out. That's the game we are making up here today, and that was against Jamestown then. The Pioneers will play at home on Saturday. I'm told there's an absolute ton of activity going on that night. Several first pitches, some special guests in the stands, a live band before the game. Take Two will be performing before the game. There'll be a live high school band in the stadium during the game. I'm going to tell you, if you miss out on Saturday night, you're missing out on the best night of baseball this summer from the Elmira Pioneers. You won't want to miss a minute, as now they're retrieving the balls here for the umpires. And again, as I said, we'll be jumping right into it. I don't believe we'll be hearing a national anthem or anything like that. We will just get right started as the Pioneers will head out to the field. I believe we may have new pitcher as well, as I don't believe Kinsley will start, but we'll wait to see as the Pioneers will head towards the field. Again, I don't believe there were any changes. None were brought up to me, anyhow, by the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. So we'll see. It should be same lineup, same everything. As I said, the only changes for the Pioneers come due to, well, the fact that Brendan Marsh is attending his freshman orientation. And, of course, again, as I said, all of us here in Elmira wish him all the best down there at Florida Atlantic University. And the other one was the mistaken catcher's equipment situation that we have, as Barrientos will move out from the extra hitter role, and he will catch. Gil Murad will do the extra hitting. So it's a 4-0 lead, as we're just about here at the 4 o'clock hour, so waiting to see. So here we go. They said, well, let's get right into it. No lineups, nothing, and yeah, that's the way of it. So here comes the Pios, and it does look like there will be a new pitcher out there for the Elmira Pioneers, as I believe that's Nate Scott heading out to the mound. So Nate Scott will take over on the hill, as again, Scott has had himself a heck of a season here for the Pioneers. Nate Scott has been very, very good. 3.6 ERA, 1-1 record, 5 games appeared in, all of them starts. This will be his first time technically out of the bullpen. 25 innings pitched, 27 hits, 13 runs, 10 of them earned, 6 bases on balls, but 28 strikeouts for Nate Scott, as he will go to work here for the Pios. And again, his first test will be Danny Hosley. So Hosley will come up here after the warm-up pitches are thrown. He's in a 1-ball, 1-strike count. So it's well, it's not our first of the game, but our first today, Tioga Down Showdown, as the Elmira Pioneers looking to get going. Barrientos with the throwdown, and the Pios ready to go to work here. As I said, they'll need just 2 outs in this half inning. There is a runner on second base as well. Luke Turner should be out at second, and I believe he's heading out there right now. So Turner heads to second. Pioneers starting with a runner on the base pass. Some of the Tarp Skunks still getting stretched out down on the left field line. They should not be there. Somebody needs to let them know they got to move out of the way. So Hosley comes up. Now the Tarp Skunks will head off of the field down there in left, as Scott taking a look back at second. The wind and the pitch. Taken in there for a strike, so now it's 1-2 very quickly. 1 ball, 2 strikes, as again, Scott moving right into his windup. The pitch. Drilled right back towards Scott. It goes up and in through the middle. Hustling to it, the Pioneers going to keep everybody held at the corners. So runners now at first and third as a base hit right out of the gate. So still 1 out, as that's going to bring up Johnny Campos. So a single there as Campos comes up. So far in this one, he's got a single and a stolen base. With the situation now, the Pioneers do have the opportunity to get a double play if they can, as that one in there again, 0-1. So something you see from Scott, he does attack the plate. Scott, out of Ithaca College, is used to having Gil Murad behind the dish, but again, that's in there for a strike, 0-2. Some equipment issues, so Robbie Barrientos taking the spot of Gil Murad. So Scott gets right back set and takes a long look. Runners at the corners. The pitch. This one popped up. Maybe playable. Barrientos trying to get a read. He comes over and makes the catch. Runner feigns going for second. Barrientos looking him back, as the first baseman had come way in as well. But the Pioneers now have 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. So Padraig O'Shaughnessy who had a sac fly for an RBI. No official at bats in this one. As now 2 outs. Pioneers looking for one more and to get themselves up into the batter's box. Again, today they are playing here in Jamestown, but the Pioneers are home for this first one. A swinging strike one. Runners remain at the corners. Barrientos going to have to be very aware as the space behind home plate is vast. If a ball gets by him, he's going to have some running to do. The pitch, the runner is off and going. That one fouled right down towards the first baseline. So, no ball, 2-strike count, 2 men down. As the Pioneers trying to get out of this top of the third. Again, this is really where all the damage occurred. 1 run scored in the second. 3 came across here in the third before the lightning struck. So, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 men down. The pitch from Scott is cut on, drilled towards second base, knocked down there by Pietra, and over to first in time. So there's the third out. The Pioneers will head for home plate as they'll be looking to get themselves back into this one. Here in the bottom of the third, my apologies, it's 4-0 Jamestown. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook, at the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
All right, so similar to the Pioneers, the Jamestown Tarpskunks going to have a new pitcher of their own. Stepping in, Justin Giuliano. Giuliano, 3.22 ERA, 6 wins on the season, 10 appearances, only 1 start. 22.1 innings pitched, 8 hits, 8 runs, all of them earned, 12 bases on balls, and 19 strikeouts. So we'll see what he can do here against the Pioneers. They're going to start. I believe Justin Taylor's going to lead things off, and then Jaron McNeil Ward will come up. McNeil Ward, we saw on the base pass last night. He is something special to behold out there. The speed he has and his ability to move around the base pass. He was able to steal a base before the pitch was thrown. Don't see that too often as the Pioneers accumulated a couple of them there last night. Looks like Billy Wilderman going to go out and do the first base coaching as Taylor comes up. Giuliano will go to work here on the hill. Taylor so far here tonight, his first at bat here in the bottom of the third. Pioneers will get back to the top of the order in this inning. Jeff Mejia, who led the whole game off with a single. See if the Pioneers can find some more hits here in the bottom of the third. That's in there for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Long look here. The pitch to Taylor in there for another ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out as Justin Taylor looking to reach the base. Long look here from Giuliano, and the pitch is cut on. That'll be fouled away for a strike. 2-1. As now again, Pioneers in an early hole, but certainly capable of getting right back into this one. Down only 4 runs. The pitch cut on, drilled out there towards left as an easy play for the left fielder. So there's the first out of the inning, as that'll bring up Jaron McNeil Ward. So McNeil Ward stepping in. As he steps up here, we'll head to Virginia Tech come the fall semester, as he has been a special addition out in the outfield for the Pioneers, as that pitch is in there for a ball. They say he did not go. So 1 ball, no strikes, as McNeil Ward takes a look. Giuliano delivers, swung on. That one is missed, so 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. It's a Tioga Down showdown. As now, good long look here. As the pitch comes in, fouled away. As that'll get out of the stadium, we remind you to make the right decision. Insist on our good friends at Diamond Collision. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 man down. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Pioneers trailing 4-0. As the pitch in there for a ball, 2-2. As McNeil Ward steps right back in. Taking a long look as it's righty versus lefty here. That's in there for ball 3, 3-2. The count is full. It is juiced. It is jacked. And now you're going to see a payoff pitch. As I said, he was a bit of a catalyst last evening, as that's swung on in there for strike 3. A little low, but Tarp Skunk's going to get the second out here in the bottom of the 3rd. So, Pioneers still with a lot of work to do, as Jeff Mejia comes up. As I said, he singled to start off the Pioneers portion of the ball game. As Mejia steps back in. Long look as the pitch from Giuliano is swung on and missed right away, 0-1. Mejia steps right back in here. He has been the leadoff batter basically since coming back for the Pioneers. Long look, and the pitch from Giuliano is in there for a strike, so 0-2 very quickly. Tarp Skunks have handled the Pioneers in basically every one of the meetings this year. They've really been able to take the bats out of the hands, as that one's outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But they've been able to do that with just about everybody, to be perfectly honest. They've struggled a little bit as of late. We've seen them lose a couple of games to some guys down in the standings, but it has not been easy to get a win on Jamestown, as that one swung on and missed for strike 3. So, we will head to the top of the 4th. Still 4-0 for the Tarp Skunks, as the Pioneers looking for a quick 4th inning. We will be back here on Mixlr.com.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh! Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
All right, and with that, the Pioneers right back to work here. See what they can do against the Tarp Skunks offense, which has been potent, to say the least, this year. As now, coming up to start things off, going to be Justin Bowers. As that pitch way outside for a ball. So Bowers, 1 ball, no strikes from Nate Scott. As again, the Pioneers trying to get started here. They'd love to put up another 0 here, as that one in their first strike, 1-1. As Elmira has really struggled down the stretch here. They're in the middle of a 1-9 last 10. As the pitch is inside and hits the batter, Nate Scott. Watching as now there's a hit by pitch to start off the top of the 4th. As you certainly don't want to see that. Nate Scott, certainly one who comes right at the zone, but having some trouble with that last pitch. Hopefully that'll just be an oddity there for him. As now a runner stands on first. Next man up is Anthony Badala. As Badala has struck out here tonight, we'll see what he can do. As the pitch, a little bit outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So Scott, very efficient there in his 2/3 of an inning, back in the top of the 3rd. Now going to be looking to get something going here. Has a big lead over there at first, does Justin Bowers. Certainly a large presence. This one drilled towards second base, scooped up, over to the shortstop. 4-6-3, and no, they say he came off of the bag. And Alex Lucchini, I thought he kept himself stretched out. They are going to have Andrew Drum come out and ask for clarification here, because Lucchini, sure, he kept his foot on the bag. Not sure the fielding umpire had the best look at it. They are asking for a consult with the home plate umpire, as the foot was outstretched. They are saying that the foot was off the bag, so they do get the out, and Tarp Skunks will still have a man on first via the fielder's choice. So Badala does manage to reach first base, and that's going to bring up Corey Blackburn. Blackburn so far is single here an inning ago. He started off the bottom of the 3rd. Or, excuse me, the top of the 3rd. My apologies. We're here in Jamestown, so I see those white jerseys and immediately go to the home side of things. No balls, 1 strike, 1 man down. As the Pioneers trying to find their way back into the hit column when they come back up. Need to get back up to bat first, as Nate Scott, again, has been very, very efficient on the mound for the Pios this season. That one is in there for a strike, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 man down. Geneva and the Batavia Muck Dogs ahead of the Pioneers in the standings right now. No more matchups with either team. So the Pioneers going to have to hope for some help as the pitch comes in. Ground ball over towards 3rd, scooped up over to 1st, in plenty of time. They're saying Lucchini came off the bag again. I don't know. Lucchini certainly felt like he stayed on the bag. So now there's runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 out. And again, Lucchini stared dead-eyed at the fielding umpire, as Blackburn going to have a single for himself. As now the pitch bounced in there for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. As again, 1-0 count, 1 man down. As the Elmira Pioneers having a couple of fielding issues. Actually, they are going to give that an error on the last play, so that is outside. As 2 balls, no strikes, 1 man down. So the error goes to the first baseman, and still the Pioneers looking for outs here in the top of the inning. That's the first strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. As again, Elijah Pasquale trying to keep this inning going, as Lucchini, my apologies, stands over there on first base, as that one is taken for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. So it's 3-1. As now again, the Elmira Pioneers looking for outs. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 man down. Nate Scott goes right back to work in there for strike 2, and that will give us a full count. So as I said, this is the continuation of a game from Elmira a week ago today, as a matter of fact, before the Thunder and Lightning rolled in. As Scott fakes back towards second, keeping his man honest back there. As standing out there, Anthony Badala. He reached on the fielder's choice. The man on first reached via the error, as fielding umpire said the first baseman came off the bag. This one drilled towards left field. That's going to get down safely. They hustle that one in, as the bases are now loaded with 1 out. The Pioneers in dangerous territory here. That'll bring up the top of the order as Mark Tucker makes his way up to the to the plate. So runners on first, second, and third for the leadoff man. A little bit of a breeze blowing through here. Still just the 1 out. Positive is the force at any base. See what he does here as the pitch is in and fouled away, 0-1. As again, a little look here at what Mark Tucker's done on the season. He's batting 24 for 90, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 22 RBIs. Does have 24 strikeouts as well. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. It's a Tioga Down showdown. So 1-1-1 as Tucker trying to add some insurance to this Jamestown lead. The pitch outside again. 2 balls, 1 strike. So a 2-1 count as the Pios looking for some help here. They have had a rough go of it, as I said, over the last 10 games. Just 1 win, as that's in there for a strike, 2-2. As really they've had a long road trip, and it'll continue for 2 more games. When they come back from their off day tomorrow, they will head to Auburn on Thursday. The pitch cut on, drilled out there towards right center. Center fielder drifting over, makes the grab, hustling this one in. They throw over, and I don't know if they were thinking maybe checking on the tag at third, but they do get the second out. A run does come across to score, so it will be 5-0 for the Tarp Skunks. Here as the Pioneers continue to look for outs, as that's going to be a sac fly RBI for Tucker, and DiMaggio Cazares comes up. He's walked and grounded out to second. So 2 outs now on the board. The pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, as Cazares takes a look. Checks back, does Luke Scott. The pitch, high and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. As again, the Pioneers down to just 2 games left at home. If you haven't gotten to Dunfield this year, you don't want to miss Saturday night. Make sure you get on out. Tickets are still available. The pitch, cut on and missed. So that'll be 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 man down. As the Pioneers looking to get out of this half inning. They do have 2 outs. Again, Scott usually very good at attacking the zone. He goes a little outside there. They want to check. And no. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's another Tioga Down showdown. As Scott checks with the fielding umpire again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men down. Scott winds, delivers, cut on and pop foul. So that will get way out of play. And once again, we remind you to make the right decision. Insist on diamond collision. As now again, umpires getting some more baseballs, and Luke Scott, my apologies, another opportunity here for the Pioneers to get going. Nate Scott. The pitch is drilled out there towards right field. McNeil Ward chasing it down. He's making the grab and hustles that one back in, as that will end the inning. And everybody was a little confused there, as McNeil Ward made the grab for the 3rd out, and he turned around and darted that one back in. So 3rd out is made. one run does score, the Pioneers will head back to the plate looking to get their offensive game started in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 5-0 Tarpskunks. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball here on Mixlr.com.
Extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook, at the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, well, the Pioneers come back up here as Donovan Montgomery will step into the box. He's got a strikeout so far. That came back in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch drilled there by Montgomery. That's solid connection, heading back towards the wall and off of it. Montgomery heading for second base. He's hustling. He will make it in there safely. A double. It took a slide, but Montgomery making connection and doing it well. So a double for Donovan Montgomery, as now Ben Shore will come up for the first time in this one. A heck of a play there, as Montgomery, the first pitch he saw, he put it way out there next to the Robo sign in left field. So down 5-0, the Pioneers looking to start chipping away here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Ben Shore taking a look as the pitcher calls out his catcher, as I believe they're trying to get signs figured out. As again, Justin Giuliano trying to coordinate things with his catcher. Beautiful day here at Jamestown. A little hazy, but still very, very beautiful. Excellent park if you get the chance to come on down here. Not a bad place to watch a game, as the pitch is in there for a strike, going one. As I said, Shore, not originally in this game. This was the space occupied by Bobby Marsh, who earned himself a walk earlier on, but Shore does come in here and has been a very effective part of the hitting crew for the Pios. As Montgomery dancing around back there at second. The pitch comes in, cut on. This one goes foul and will get out of play. So no balls, 2 strikes. As Donovan Montgomery getting some signs from his third base coach. As Ben Shore steps right back in. The Auburn batter. Auburn catcher as well. Speaking of Auburn, a couple of years back, Brody Moore was on the team. Happy birthday to him. The pitch is outside. Thrown down to second is not going to be in time, so a ball and 2 strikes. Jamestown does like to do that. The attempted catch of the runner on the base pass, and they were able to do it a couple of times against Elmira in the past here in Jamestown. So we'll see what the defensive strategy on the base pass is, as Donovan Montgomery takes his lead again. Second baseman dancing over there now, as the pitch to Shore is cut on, drilled out here towards center field. That is caught by the center fielder. Montgomery will go right back, as that will be the first out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Shore with the fly out to center. That brings up Don Popa. Popa, who grounded into a double play back in the first. So Popa on the season this year, a .294 hitter, 25 for 85, 5 doubles, a triple, 13 RBIs. Would certainly love to add to that total and help the Pioneers out here. A 5-0 deficit. If he can get one into the outfield, would certainly help Donovan Montgomery, who can blaze around the base paths. That one's in there for a strike, however. No balls, 1 strike. As Popa steps right back in. Popa taking a look as Montgomery has the lead off of second base. He waits. Giuliano checking on the man on second, but there's nobody around, so Montgomery going to dance a little bit as Popa, they say he swung for strike 2. So, no balls, 2 strikes. Pioneers with 1 out. Montgomery had that leadoff double, but hasn't been able to go anywhere since. As Popa getting set. Lefty versus lefty here. The wind and the pitch. Cut on. Popa will pop that up just behind second base. So an easy play there for the second baseman, as that will be the second out. As now that's going to bring up Alex Lucini. Lucini this year, again, still pretty fresh to the Pioneers roster. He is the hottest hitter, but that might have something to do with limited at-bats as well. 9 for 19. Has 2 RBIs, has a base on balls, has 4 strikeouts, however. So we'll see if he can get something going here. Try to bring around that run in the bottom of the 4th. That one tipped towards third base. Lucini hustling down. He is out at first base, and he is not happy about it. Just couldn't quite beat it out, as the Pioneers going to strand a runner. And we'll take the 5-0 deficit to the top of the 5th. Pioneers still looking for some help here as they will continue in. Back to the mound goes Nate Scott. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile. We're extra ready for whatever comes our way, and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, and with that, we are back here live on Mixlr.com and YouTube Live. As the next man comes in, Luke Turner will face off with Nate Scott, as Scott looking to get going again. He's really having to dig into the well here as he throws ball 1. Scott coming back from vacation today. He was on vacation with his family, and we're certainly happy to have him back. He has been a beyond effective force for the Pios as he throws ball 2. They're going to need him here today to pick up a few innings. The bullpen wants to keep itself fairly fresh, as they've got to play 2 games here today. The pitch is in there for a strike, so 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, as Scott going right back to work here. 5-0 deficit for the Pioneers. Need to find a way to put up a 0 and get themselves back up to the batter's box. The pitch cut on and missed, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As again, the Elmira Pioneers, they have continued to score runs. They haven't done so here tonight against Jamestown as of yet, but that ball in there for, a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. As I said, they've continued to score runs. They just haven't been able to get the pitching they need to find their way to W's. The team has scored 8 runs on several occasions and still walked away with an L. That has been unfortunate, as this one fouled off and into the Pioneers' bullpen. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. As now again, Pioneers trying to get through an inning, put up another 0 here in the top of the 5th. Get themselves back up to bat. Again, this game will go the full 9 because it started in the top of the 3rd, as that one drilled out here towards right center as the right fielder runs over and makes the grab. Jerron McNeil Ward, I got to tell you, his speed, Virginia Tech is getting a prize down there in Jerron McNeil Ward. He is going to be a very efficient player for Virginia Tech. So, again, wishing him all the best when he heads down there in the fall. That'll bring up Danny Hosley as Hosley steps in. Not sure what the signal was there to the official. But again, Hosley comes up. He's doubled and singled so far in this one, as the pitch is in there a little low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 man down here in the top of the 5th. Hosley takes a strike there on the outside corner. A 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. It's a Tioga Down showdown. And again, this is the man who led off this resumed portion of the game. So the pitch again. Cut on, drilled out here towards left. Coming in, Jeff Mejia will make the grab. And there's the 2nd out. So 2 quick outs here for the Pios now. And both corners of the outfield getting some work. We'll see what Johnny Campos does here. He has singled and stolen a base, and then he popped up to the catcher. So Campos stepping back in as Nate Scott settles in again. Long look, and the pitch from Scott taken high. 1 ball, no strikes. As the Pioneers 1 out away from getting back up to the offensive side of things. The wind and the pitch. Taken for a ball. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 men down. Long look here as Nate Scott trying to go right back to work. The pitch is high again. 3 balls, no strikes. The interesting thing, and I bring this up every time Nate Scott pitches, is the very little amount of movement. You don't see a ton of that anymore. A lot of pitchers are somewhat animated with their windup, as that one drilled out there towards left field. That one should go foul, and it will. So 3 balls, 1 strike, but that was a long way to go for a strike call. So Scott going to be looking for something else here as he comes back set, moves into the windup and delivers in there for strike 2. So from 3-0, it's now 3-2. See if Scott can come all the way back here. Long look from Nate Scott. He settles back in and delivers outside, ball 4. So he battles back but can't quite get all the way back, as that will be a 2-out walk. So Patrick O'Shaughnessy, who has hit into a sac fly and grounded out to second, will come up. And we'll see what he can do. As again, look here, as Scott now into his, well, 3rd inning of work, I guess, officially, with the 2 outs. He only got 2 outs in the 3rd, as that is strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. Runner standing over there on first base. You have to imagine for Scott, it's going to be all about coming after the batter. He takes a look back, as now Scott delivers in there for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, as now Scott has some pitches to work with. See what he decides to do here. Long look back at the runner at first as he delivers. Cut on, drilled down the foul line and into the Pioneers bullpen. So 0-2 one more time. Having to head back to first base is Johnny Campos. conversations here. Scott with his shortstop as Nate Scott settles back onto the mound, takes a look at the runner at first. Now he throws over and a little bit late as Lucini puts the glove on the back of the man on first, Campos. So a little look here as Scott waiting for signs. Has the one he wants, delivers, swung on and miss as Scott will get the strikeout, and that will send us to the bottom of the fifth here from Jamestown. We'll see what the Pioneers can do up at the plate. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball here on Mixlr.com.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, me berry.
You got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
All right, and that'll bring up Gil Murad, getting to wear his usual number now. As I said, yesterday had a little bit of a uniform issue, so we'll see what he can do here. His first at bat in this one. Murad, so far on the season, a .236 hitter, 17 for 72, a couple of doubles to his credit, 12 walks and 12 strikeouts. We'll see if Gil can get off on the right foot here today, back in his usual number 6. So a look here from Gil Murad, who's used to catching Scott, as I was talking about back before. The look and the pitch, cut on, drilled down towards the third base side. To Hopper, as Murad not going to be able to beat that one out for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So another 5-3, the same way the bottom of the 4th ended, as that's going to bring up Emilian Petra. As Petra steps in. He came up with a couple of hits yesterday. Certainly would like to get something going here for the Pios. As the pitch comes in, and that one will plunk Petra. He heads down to first base. So 2 pitches here in the inning. One of them hits a batter, and that's going to bring up Robbie Barrientos. So Pioneers get a base runner. Certainly don't want too many of those to reach base via the hit by pitch. Certainly not a comfortable way to make it there. As Barrientos steps up. So Barrientos getting the signs from his head coach down there on the third base side. And now we'll see if he can get something started. The pitch is cut on and fouled back, 0-1. As Robbie, here in this one, has a fielder's choice back on the bottom of the 2nd inning. Of course, that was a week ago. Been a weird one for the Pioneers. They haven't seen a lot of action over the course of the last week due to the rainouts. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, a Tioga Down showdown. Do have the runner standing over there on first base as Petra takes his lead. The pitch. Taken for a strike, 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 man down. As long look from Barrientos. He's going to be looking to make contact here. The wind and the pitch. That one is bounced in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a 2-2 count. 2-2. There we are. As Barrientos has a pitch in mind he's looking for as he takes that one in there for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Barrientos worked the count back full. Petra takes his lead off of first base. Pioneers with only 3 hits in this game. They trail 5-0. The pitch contacted, goes right back out towards the pitcher. And the third baseman will come over to make the catch. So therein is the second out. Pioneers still have that runner over there on first base as Justin Taylor will head for home plate. Taylor comes up. See what he can do. In this one, he has flown out to the left fielder, and that has been his only appearance. That one coming in the Pioneers' first at bat here in Jamestown today. He had not reached the plate in the game cut off by the Thunder and Lightning a week ago. That one swung on, strike 1. So, Taylor coming right back up here. Taylor on the season, just 167 at the plate, 9 for 54. Not a ton of appearances as, again, Coach Andrew Drum trying to find out what he's got still, as that's 0-2. He's still working with a lot of players. Again, many of them came late into the season. Jerron McNeil-Ward, who's been a pleasant surprise to say the least. Emilian Petra, he came in a couple weeks into the season. So really, some of these guys who, that one taken for a ball, 1 and 2, have not had a chance to play in almost a calendar year. Some of them have gotten the chance to play and were playing elsewhere, which is why they were late getting here. But again, after a COVID year, this has been a weird summer to say the least. The pitch to Taylor is taken high and tight. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's another Tioga Down showdown. As again, Pioneers looking for any scrape of offense here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Giuliano delivers, that one taken for a ball. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Giuliano was jogging off the field. He thought he got his final strike. As now Taylor steps back in. He waits at the plate. Petra, who has not had anything going for him, he'll be off and moving on the pitch. He takes ball 4, does Taylor, and that'll put runners on first and second base for the aforementioned Jerron McNeil-Ward. So the base on balls keeps the Pioneers' portion of the inning alive, and now McNeil-Ward, who has a strikeout so far, be looking to make contact here. As Giuliano steps back in. As again, long look. McNeil-Ward waits. The wind and the pitch. Taken low and in, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, as Giuliano having a little trouble finding the zone as of late. As he steps back in. McNeil-Ward waiting. As Giuliano gets set on the mound, takes his time, delivers. Swung on and missed as McNeil-Ward was trying to put that one out into the far reaches of the outfield. Checking down with his manager at third. Runners take their lead from first and second. McNeil-Ward would love to come through here and come up with a big base hit. So far on the season, just a handful of appearances for him so far. He has yet to retrieve a hit. He's got that one bounced towards third base. Throw back to second is in time to get the runner from first, and that will be the 3rd out on the fielder's choice. So again, the Pioneers go down with a whimper as we head to the top of the 6th. 5-0 in favor of the Tarp Skunks. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com.
most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, Barry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
All right, and with that, we are back here live as Justin Bowers comes up to the plate for the Tarp Skunks. Pioneers looking to get through another inning. Hopefully put up another 0. It has been a difficult task as Nate Scott goes back to work. The pitch is in there for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strike. Apparently missed it just a bit outside as Scott continuing to work here. He's able to eat up quite a few innings for the Pios as this one drilled towards third, scooped up by Taylor, over to first in plenty of time, and Lucini keeps his foot on the bag and makes sure he does that time. So it's a 5-3 ground out as Anthony Badala will come up. Badala has struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. As now again, Badala stepping back in. As Scott beginning to roll here. Did give up a run there in the 4th, but outside of that, he has been efficient. That one's in there for a ball outside, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Last inning, he did allow the base on balls. Otherwise, pretty clean inning for Nate Scott as the pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, a Tioga down showdown. As again, getting set. The pitch here from Scott is drilled out towards the second baseman. Petro over to first and in time again. So 2 outs for the Tarp Skunks as a 4-3. As now Corey Blackburn will step back in. Blackburn coming up. So far, again in this one, he has a single and reached on an error. As the pitch from Scott fouled away, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As again, Pioneers looking for a way to get through this inning and get back up to the plate. They trail 5-0 here in the top of the 6th. In there for a ball, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. As again, the Pioneers trying to find their way back up and get some hits and move some people around the base path. 2 balls, 1 strike. Had their best opportunity in the last half inning. As another chance here. Scott moves into his windup, delivers, in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, another Tioga down showdown. As again, the pitch is dribbled back towards Scott, picks it up barehanded, throws down to first in plenty of time, and he says he keeps his foot on the bag. That will end the half inning as the Pioneers head for the bottom of the 6th, still trailing 5-0, but a 1-2-3 inning for the first time here today. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, and with that, we are back here live from Jamestown as the top of the order comes to the plate. Jeff Mejia will lead things off for the Pioneers. So far, again, on the stats report, he's singled here in this game and struck out so far here today. So we'll see what he can do. As now Mejia steps back in. As Giuliano working into his fourth inning of work. The pitch. Bunt is laid down. Mejia, a perfect bunt as he hustles, and he is going to make it an infield single for Jeff Mejia as he gets it going. A great play there for Jeff Mejia to get himself on base. That'll bring up Donovan Montgomery, who has struck out and doubled here today. Well, my apologies, struck out and doubled in this game. Struck out back a week ago and doubled here today so far. So again, the Pioneers trying to find a way to get going. Been a little bit of a rough patch for him as another bunt shown, and that one does get foul, so no balls, one strike. As Mejia will head back, as now Montgomery. Again, trying to keep himself moving along. He was a impact player in the first half of this season. He's squared off a little bit here lately, but you know he's a danger every time he steps in the batter's box. 1 ball, 1 strike now. As I said, Montgomery previously in his last at-bat hit one off that blue wall out there by the robo sign. So, again, he showed bunt, trying to move Mejia along, but that one taken high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. So a 2-1 count as Donovan Montgomery trying to get going here. Long look in for the Tarp Skunks pitcher Giuliano, and he does find a strike there, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count. As again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Montgomery looking for something he can hit as Mejia chased back to first base. He makes it in time. 2-2, nobody out. As the Pioneers still looking to put a crooked number up on the board as we are here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch cut on, drilled back off of the glove of Giuliano. Tossed back over, looking for the double play. They're not going to get it. So fielder's choice does get 1 out. And the runner will remain on first as Montgomery reaches on the fielder's choice. So that's going to bring up Ben Shore. As Shore getting the signs from his manager down at third base. Solid hit for Montgomery. He's finding the ball again, which was a little bit of a problem for about the last couple weeks, but is now making some solid contact again. As now Shore waits. Giuliano delivers. Cut on, drilled back towards the shortstop as hustling to second. Not going to get there in time. That one hops to first, but it is a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning, and the Pioneers will return to the field. So not the way they wanted that one to go. We head for the top of the 7th as the Pioneers still trailing 5-0, looking for some offense. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years' experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
All right, and with
Give me
that,
blue light lime.
my apologies. With that, we are back here live as the Tarp Skunks come back up to bat. And again, my apologies for that brief overlap of commercial there. As Elijah Pasquale comes up to the dish. Scott right back out there to work. This one hammered out towards left field. Mejia on the run makes the grab. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Nate Scott as he is having himself a day. As now, quick out from Pasquale as Tucker comes up. As again, little look here as Scott goes back to work. Mark Tucker. He takes that one off his foot, so a hit by pitch. And that'll be the second one by the hurler today. And the umpire walking out towards the mound as if something may happen. But again, these couple hit by pitches, yeah, you never want to see them. But again, I don't know that they could be fully blamed on the pitcher. They just kind of slipping out of his hands. I'm not sure. He's certainly not doing it with any malice. As now a look. DiMaggio Cazares up at the plate, takes ball 1, a throw down to second, but not going to be in time. So a stolen base and a ball. Couple of negatives on that play there. As Tucker earns himself the SB, and Cazares will take a look here. Little look back. As faking the throwback is Scott. Now Nate Scott steps back on the mound. So 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. It's a Tioga Down showdown. As again, runner in scoring position. Nate Scott came into the game this way as the pitch comes drilled down the third base side, and that will be strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As heading back to the mound, Nate Scott trying to work his way through this one. As we'll see if the Pioneers can get themselves through this top of the 7th, head back to the plate, and start to find some offense. The swing and a miss, strike 3, as the Pioneers earn another K. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, as Luke Turner comes up. Turner, who has struck out looking, doubled, and flown out to right in his 3 appearances here today. Pioneers gonna need to find 1 more out and get themselves back up to the plate. They have gotten some great outings here out of Nate Scott and are getting another one here. No balls, 1 strike, still a runner standing on second base. Scott has allowed just the 1 run. As again, Scott winds, delivers, in there for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 count. As again, Nate Scott trying to go right back to work. He checks on the runner at second. He debates it as he sees Petra strolling over, and time was called. Scott went right into his windup, so that pitch will be for naught. Scott having a good long stare down with the man on second base, Mark Tucker. As now a look. Turner steps back in. He's the extra hitter here today. Checking back on the man at second again. The wind and the pitch from Nate Scott is in there for a ball. Just missed. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 men down. Nate Scott just asking where that one missed. Gets the confirmation it was outside. 2-1 count. 2 men down. 5-0 Jamestown lead. As Scott winds, delivers. Outside again, 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. As Nate Scott attempting to get through the top of the 7th inning. Still no one working in the Pioneers bullpen, and you can't blame him. Nate Scott has been hot out there on the mound. Long look and the pitch. Taken low, ball 4. So now runners with 2 outs on first and second base. And they'll have to deal with Danny Hosley. So Hosley comes up. He has a double, a single, and he flew out to left field. See what he does here. As Nate Scott taking a long look. Checks on that runner back at second. Nobody over there at second, so he's allowed to dance around as that's ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. The Pioneers needing just 1 out to get out of this half inning. I know the temptation is there with the runner back at second, but again, if the focus is on the man at the plate, that's that's the important out. The wind and pitch. Taken for a strike, 1-1. As again, Pioneers bench a little bit quiet down there. Sparse covering of fans here in Jamestown for this early portion of the doubleheader. The pitch fouled away, 1-2. So 1 strike away from getting out of this top of the 7th. And don't forget, as I said, it is a doubleheader, so we will be here again at 7 o'clock for the second half of it. Pioneers still have 9 offensive outs remaining and will be looking to scratch and claw their way back in. This one drilled out towards center. Center fielder backs up and makes the play, as that'll be the final out here in the top of the 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, get up and stretch. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. We'll be back after this here on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile. We're extra ready for whatever comes our way, and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, with that, we are back here live as the Pioneers looking to change something up. They've got Popa, Lucini, and Gilmerod coming up, as we'll see what Dom Popa can do to lead off things here in the bottom of the 7th. As I said, Pioneers, down to their last 9 offensive outs, would love to spark something here, as they've got 4, 5, and 6 due up. Big half inning here. as Popa. So far today, a grounded into a double play, a pop-up to the second baseman as he takes strike one. So 0-1 as Popa going right back to work. The University of Pittsburgh prospect. The pitch. Cut on, drilled over the first baseman's head, and Popa will round first and stay right there. So a leadoff single for Dom Popa, and that puts the Pioneers off on the right foot here to start the bottom of the seventh. Now it's going to be about follow-up production as Alex Lucini takes a look. Flown out to left field and grounded out to the third baseman as Lucini trying to get going again. The pitch as that's in there for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody down, runner standing on first base for the Pios. Popa taking his lead. Giuliano throws over to first and will not be in time. So a good long check over there on Popa. As I said, Lucini and Murad both due up in this inning. If they can stay out of the double play, Emilian Peter will come up as well. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, a 5-0 lead as the Elmira Pioneers trying to claw their way back in. Here in the bottom of 7th. Long check by Giuliano as he delivers outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Almost as if he's expecting Popa to take off, as Popa, so far on this season, he has certainly shown the ability to steal, 12 of them in fact, but he's been caught stealing once as well as that pitch in there for a strike. So it'll be 2-2. Nobody out. Lucini trying to find his way to the base paths here as well. Popa has his lead. Time is called. And we'll reset and start it all over again. These home Tarp Skunks uniforms, certainly interesting to say the least. That tail on the back that runs through the numbers is an interesting look. As now again, the wind and the pitch. Popa fakes going. Lucini swats it towards second. That is caught, and he is back in time at first. Popa using his speed to his advantage that time to get back. So, a line out to the shortstop for Lucini, and Gil Murad will come up as Murad steps in. So, 1 man down. Runner still stands on first. Murad so far tonight has flown out to center and grounded out to third. The throw over to first. Popa is back in time, but the ball, I think it hit Popa and squirted away from the first baseman. So still no pitches to Gil Murad as of this point. As I said, Emilian Peter stands on deck. University of Kentucky commit. Gil Murad out of the Ithaca College area. This one thrown down to first again. 1 ball, no strikes. As, again, able to get back in time was Dom Popa. Big hole here on the first base side if Murad can push something over that way. Second baseman playing eerily close to second, as that should give a little bit of space down there. We'll see what Giuliano gives him, as that one bounced in there, off and into second in time. So ball 2 and a stolen base, as that removes any concern on the double play. So Dom Popa makes his way into scoring position. And now Murad will be 2-0, 1 man down, as Murad takes his time. Long look, we'll see Popa dancing off a second now. Everybody is given a little more space to second base at this point, so Popa able to dance a little bit. The pitch taken low and inside, 3-0. No, my apologies, 2-1 according to the home plate umpire. So, I must have missed the strike when they threw down over there, trying to catch Popa. So my apologies for that. 2 balls, 1 strike, according to the home plate umpire. The pitch is cut on and missed. So 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man down. As Murad waits, takes a long look. Giuliano delivers, fouled away there by Gil Murad. Murad trying to keep this half inning going. Pioneers down to just 8 offensive outs remaining as they trail 5-0. Have yet to put up a crooked number on the board. Certainly would love to get the offense going here. As Giuliano gets set. Popa dancing off a second again. Everybody pretending to pinch in. Now the pitch from Giuliano. Cut on, drilled back up the middle as the second baseman will field. Throw over to first on a bounce in time. But the runner does move over. So now with 2 outs, there's a runner just 90 feet from home. And that will bring up Emilian Pietra. So another ground out, 4-3. As Pietra, who has singled and been hit by a pitch today, he has been on base both times he has come up. See what he can do this time. As now, a little look from the hurler as the pitch comes in, and that's in there for a strike. Pietra taking all the way. And I'm sure after being hit with the first pitch you saw the last time up, certainly makes you think when you come into the batter's box. As now again, Dom Popa taking his time. The pitch from Giuliano is in there for strike 2. So, Emilian down to his final strike here in the bottom of the 7th. 0-2, 2 outs. Pioneers need a hit here. As again, a look from Giuliano, who has been beyond efficient through all of his work here today. This one chipped back towards the pitcher, bounces off his gloves. Pietra hustling. He is there in time. It's thrown over the head of the first baseman, but that one is not going to be far enough as Pietra will head back to first base, and the run will score. So we'll see how they mark that. I believe it's going to be an error, but we'll wait to see as now it's a 5-1 game as I wait for the official scoring. But Pietra stands on first. Popa comes around to score, and that is going to bring up Robbie Barrientos. So they do assign the error, as that's going to be an error on the first baseman. And now Robbie Barrientos looking to keep the half inning going. So the count resets. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 men down. As Barrientos, again, trying to just keep this inning alive. He swings at that one as it bounced in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, the Pioneers finally do put up the crooked number here in the bottom of the 7th. Still trailing by the 4 they came in trailing by. As a look, Giuliano gets back set and delivers. Cut on, drilled down towards third. Throw over to second is going to be in time, and that will do it for the bottom of the 7th. Pioneers go down on the fielder's choice from Barrientos, and we'll head to the top of the 8th. See, I don't see anyone working in the bullpen, so I do believe Nate Scott going to go back to work for at least 1 more inning. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com, your home for Pioneers action all season long.
Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
There he is. Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
All right, well, Nate Scott comes back out for another inning of work, and he did come in here in the top of the third, so he is officially working, I guess, the fifth inning of work, if you will. He pitched, there was already an out, so in the next out is made, he'll officially be through the full 5 innings. Excellent, excellent work from Nate Scott. He has allowed a run, but that run has been made up by the Pioneers. They still trail by 4, which is what they came into this game trailing by. Johnny Campos coming up here in the top of the 8th inning. Pioneers need some outs, and they need them quickly. Got to get right back up, ride that momentum. They got a run there in the bottom of the 7th. First run of the ball game. They need a few more, to say the least. The wind and the pitch from Scott. Taken for a strike. So no balls, 1 strike. As right again quickly, the Pioneers back to action. Scott winds and delivers way outside as he just missed that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 the count as Campos, who has singled, popped up to the catcher and walked so far today, takes ball 2, 2-1. So a 2-1 count, as now again, Scott trying to find his way back to the dugout. Strike 2, 2-2. The Elmira Pioneers still trailing 5-1. Again, the majority of those runs came back a week ago. The 4 runs that are being led by, and as a matter of fact, is that one's fouled back. So 2-2 one more time. As Jamestown trying to cement a victory here. They've still got 6 defensive outs to get. The pitch from Scott, fouled away again. So Nate Scott, a little bit of a wry smile on his face there as he's looking for the punch out. Scott resets on the mound. The pitch, as that one is high, 3 balls, 2 strikes, bounces off of his catcher's glove. And again, as I said previously, the chemistry may be a little different with Robbie Barrientos back behind the plate. As now again, the wind and the pitch from Scott. Cut on, popped up. This one should be playable. Petra heading back behind second base and makes the grab. So a 3-2 count is for naught, as there's the first out. Pop up to the man at second base. That'll bring up Padraig O'Shaughnessy. So O'Shaughnessy, who has hit a sac fly for an RBI, had a ground out to second and a strikeout so far. See what he can do. As, again, Scott has been dealing. The pitch bounced in there, 1 ball, no strikes. Still no one working down in the pen. As I said, this is Scott's 5th inning of work, as the Tarp Skunks will definitely come up no matter what happens in the bottom of the 8th. Even if the Pioneers are able to put up a 5 spot, Tarp Skunks still have another at bat after this half inning. The pitch from Scott, fouled away, as that will be in there for a 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out count. Another Tioga Down showdown. As now again, Scott taking a look, moves into his windup and delivers. A little bit low, 2 balls, 1 strike. So 2-1 the count. As Scott takes a long look. He winds and delivers. Inside, 3-1. As I said, this is a long outing for the usual starter. Fresh back from vacation, and geez, in the nick of time. Pioneer's going to need some positivity out of the pitching staff The wind and the pitch from Scott. Fouled off, and that will get back behind us here in the broadcast booth. 3-ball, 2-strike count. So it is full, it is juiced, it is jacked. And we'll have another payoff pitch as Nate Scott takes a look. Long wait, the wind and the pitch. Drilled out here towards the hole, and it will get down as hustling over. McNeil Ward runs into a center fielder, trying to hustle that one back in. It will be a stand-up double as O'Shaughnessy finds his way to the base paths and puts a runner in scoring position for the Tarp Skunks. Justin Bowers will be the next man up after the double, as Bowers has struck out, been hit by a pitch, and grounded out to third. As now thumbs up for everybody. I'm not sure what this means, as it looks as though they're going to make a substitution at second base. The man who was coaching first base will now take over on the base paths. As I try to get a number here, my apologies. Hard to see. I believe I saw 5. Is this Charlie Nichols? Again, having a hard time getting a look at the new base runner's number. I still can't really tell. I hope you all excuse my inability to see that far, but I just have a really bad angle on it. As soon as I do get it, I will let everybody know. So my apologies again as Bowers steps in. Little look back as taking no time, Nate Scott. So Scott waiting, has the sign, as Bowers waits on the pitch with the pinch runner. There's a long look back at second. Now time is called by the man at the plate. So again, Scott not wanting to take any chances, especially you get that pinch runner so quickly. You assume he's going to be off and running, as that's in there for a strike. So no balls, 1 strike. As he takes a look at Justin Bowers again. Now there is activity down in the Pios bullpen. As a long look. Check back on the runner at second. The pitch is in there for strike 2. So very quickly 0-2. As Scott still dealing out here in the top of the 8th inning. Again, this game started in the top of the 3rd. A resumed game from back a week ago today. Checks on the runner. The pitch from Scott is dribbled down to third. Looked the man back to second. The play is made. Oh, they knocked the ball out of his glove as it collided with the helmet. So that will be... We'll wait to see how they rule that one, but regardless, there's now runners at first and second. So the Pioneers not going to be happy about that. It does look like they'll give it the error. So, error on the first baseman. As now the Pioneers will take a look at Anthony Badala. So another error on the Pioneers line score as the pitch comes in, drilled towards first, through the legs of Lucini. McNeil Ward hustling in, running through the stop sign as a run will score, and now it's a 6-1 ball game. Scott going to be frustrated as now there's runners at the corner, and a run comes across to score, making it 6-1. Well, that is not at all what they wanted here in the top of the 8th inning after finally earning themselves a run of their own. That'll bring up Corey Blackburn. Another chance here for Scott as he delivers. That one popped up foul, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. As again, don't forget the Pioneers will be back in action tonight at 7 o'clock against the Tarp Skunks here from Jamestown. They'll swap positions as the Pios will get to bat first. This one drilled out towards McNeil Ward. He makes the catch, hustles this one in. The throw offline and will not be in time, so a sac fly RBI to make it 7-1. 2 outs, but the Pioneers are just unable to get out of this inning as of yet. Now they've got 2 outs. As again, here comes the Pios trying to get out of this inning. Nate Scott delivers this one chopped foul, so 0-1. Again, it's just been a rough half inning here so far, as the Pioneers scored a run in the bottom of the 7th, but have now given up 2 here in the top of the 8th. The throw over to first, not going to be in time. So, no balls, 1 strike. As again, Elijah Pasquale trying to extend this inning for the... Now they're going to call it a balk, so the runner will go to second on the balk. Well, now, again, the Pioneers, a no ball, 1 strike count, 2 men down, a runner back in scoring position for Pasquale, as Scott delivers in there for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 count, 2 men down. As Scott delivers. That one hammered out towards left. Mejia dives, and he makes the grab, and they call him out. So that will be the end of the inning. Great play by Mejia to lay out for the final out here in the top of the 8th. We head for the bottom half. Pioneers trailing 7-1. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball here on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, well, Giuliano comes out for another inning. He's got to face Taylor, McNeil Ward, and Mejia here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Pioneers trying to cut into this lead. As, again, they were able to get a run back in the bottom of the 7th. And now going to be looking to try to find more here in the bottom of the 8th. They gave up 2 in the top half as Taylor comes up. Again, the Pioneers down to their last 6 offensive outs. They trail, ironically as well, by 6 runs. As Taylor waits, the wind and the pitch. Taken high and tight, 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0. As Taylor steps back in. Good long look here from Giuliano as he moves into his windup, delivers, and that time he hits Taylor, so the Pioneers now have a base runner to start off the half inning. So a hit by pitch. As Giuliano hits his second man of the afternoon as Jaron McNeil Ward, who has struck out and hit into a fielder's choice. There is some movement down in the Tarp Skunks bullpen as well. Still some movement down in the Pioneers bullpen as everybody getting prepped for the 9th. The pitch is low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. You always wonder, especially getting late into a game, this is Giuliano's 6th inning of work. As the pitch comes in, McNeil Ward slaps that towards the shortstop over to second, as that will be a 6-4-3 double play. And just as quickly as they put a runner on, now there is 2 men down. So, 6-4-3 as Mejia comes up. And again, the Pioneers struggling to get offense going against the Tarp Skunks. A run did cross in the 7th. They trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 8th. As a look here. Mejia waits. Giuliano winds and delivers. Taken, and that one hits Mejia. So a second hit pitch, or hit batter of the inning. As that's going to bring in Donovan Montgomery. As now Montgomery steps up. He has struck out, doubled, and hit into a fielder's choice. Has been on base twice this afternoon. As he steps up, see what he's looking for right out of the gate. Again, Giuliano getting a little bit wild here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch taken for a strike, just as I say that. Oh, as I said, a couple of hit batters. And, well, now we'll see what Giuliano can do here. The pitch taken for a strike, 0-2. Well, just as I claimed he's getting a little wild, he finds the strike zone quite easily there for the last 2 pitches. Little look here as Giuliano winds, delivers. That one cut out towards the right fielder. He's strolling back and will make the catch as he hustles that in after making the 3rd out. And that will do it here for the bottom of the 8th. So Pioneers get 2 men to the base paths but can't do anything with either one of them. It's now 7-1 as we head for the top of the 9th. Pioneers back to the field when we come back.
This is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
All right, the Pioneers bring in a new pitcher for the top of the 9th inning as Logan Jones takes to the mound. Jones stepping onto the rubber for the first time in a little while now. He is a 9.60 ERA, has a win, 2 losses, 5 visits to the mound, 5 starts, 14 hits, 19 runs, 16 earned, 20 bases on balls, and 13 strikeouts. So Jones, again, was dealing with some things a little bit earlier in the season. We'll see how he's doing here as he gets another opportunity to get into a game. As the season begins to wind down, we're here in the top of the 9th. He'll be looking to make 3 quick outs and get the Pioneers back up to the batter's box. As stepping up is Mark Tucker. So Tucker comes up to the plate. And again, the Pioneers looking for 3 quick outs. Keep this 6-run deficit right where it is and go back to work. Look here as Jones into his windup and delivery. Outside and high, 1 ball, no strikes. As I said, the Elmira Pioneers, they will have a second game here Supposedly going to start right at 7 p.m. as that one's fouled back towards us. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1. As again, pitch set to come. As Jones moves into his windup and delivers. High, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 the count. As Jones going right back to work against Mark Tucker. Tucker's last time up was hit by a pitch and stole a base. The pitch from Jones. Cut on, and that one rolled out to the second baseman. Back over to first in plenty of time, and that'll be the first out here in the top of the 9th inning. As now, DiMaggio Cazares will come up. He has grounded out to second, walked and come around to score, flown out to right field, and struck out here tonight. Not a great game for DiMaggio Cazares. As now, the pitch. Cut on and popped up. This one should be playable in center field as Popa steps in and makes the grab. So 1 pitch and another out, as that will bring up Luke Turner. As they look for a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 9th. Trailing 7-1. Pioneers going to need to get the offense going in the bottom half. As a long look. The wind and the pitch from Jones is in there for a strike, going 1. So again, a 6-run deficit to make up. Never an easy task, but we'll see what the Pioneers can do in the bottom half. They've got the right part of the order up to do it. 3, 4, 5 all due up. The pitch goes back behind the batter. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 men down. It'll be Shore, Popa, and Lucini in the bottom half. See what manager Andrew Drum can come up with to get back into this one. The wind and the pitch. Bounced away again. 2 balls, 1 strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 men down. Pioneers trying to get back to the batter's box. They've got 3 more opportunities. As the pitch from Logan Jones, cut on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's a Tioga Down showdown. Looking for the final out in this top of the 9th. Jones turns and deals. Drilled towards third base. Picked up, thrown over to first in time, and that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning as Logan Jones gets out of this one. We head for the bottom of the 9th. 1 final chance for the Pios when we come back. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball here on Mixlr.com.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, Berry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile. We're extra ready for whatever comes our way, and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook, at the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
All right, well, a new tarp skunk to tell you about as once again they get a new pitcher into the game as Ryan Bradarich will take over on the mound, looking to close out this one. Bradarich on the season, a 2.98 ERA, 3 wins, 1 loss, 8 games he's appeared in, 6 games started, 1 complete game, 1 shutout, 42.1 innings pitched, 38 hits, 14 runs, all of them earned, 16 bases on balls, but 42 strikeouts. So here in a closing type role, if you will, we'll see what he can do against the Pioneers. Here in the bottom of the 9th, Pioneers one last gasp, and it's going to start with Ben Shore. So Shore steps back in as takes a couple of cuts and heads into the batter's box. First look at Bradarich. We'll see what the Pioneers can do against him. He winds and delivers. Taken a little bit high, 1 ball, no strikes. So again, with all the rain this week, a lot of teams have had to cancel games, so you wonder with a particular starter like Bradarich if this is just an opportunity to keep him fresh, as that will get foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. Especially here with a 6-run deficit. Pioneers are in need of some base hits and working around the base paths, but Bradarich, who has been very effective, as this one's hit foul again, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pioneers are definitely struggling a little bit to get things done. So 7-1 in favor of Jamestown right now. This game started 4-0 back in the top of the 3rd, the continuation from a week ago. The pitch bounced in, so that'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count as Bradarich steps back in. As Bradarich moves into his windup, he delivers. Cut on and fouled away again. So 2 ball, 2 strike count will remain right where it is. Long look here as Bradarich heads back to the mound, and now see what Ben Shore can do. 2-2 count. Dom Popa on deck. Alex Lucini on deck, as that is in there for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So a 3-2 count. As again, Shore trying to start off the inning on the right foot. I was right the first time, my apologies. Popa is on deck. The pitch, this one cut on over towards the first base side. No one is covering first, so Shore is going to get there easily. The ball just rolls through the infield as Ben Shore has himself a hit, I believe. We'll wait to see how they mark that. They are going to give it an error, as I believe it's going to go against the pitcher. So Dom Popa will come up with a runner on first base, right where the Pioneers want to be. Popa steps in from the University of Pittsburgh. Takes a look as Bradarich checks over on Shore, who has a short lead. That one's in there for a strike, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Dom Popa. As Popa gets set in the batter's box, 0-1. 7-1 score. Pioneers looking to get some offense finally going. It has been a rough afternoon so far, as that's in there for strike 2, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Lucini now on deck. If they avoid the double play, Elmira will get a chance to come up here as well. As a little look here from Bradarich. The pitch, cut on and hit out towards short. Play is over to second, and that won't be in time, so reaching on the fielder's choice is Popa, as now the Pioneers down to their final 2 outs. Lucini comes up. And again, he has not had a great day at the plate. Lined out to the shortstop, flew out to the left fielder, and grounded out to third. So we'll see if he can make some solid contact here. Get Popa on the move. As Popa has his lead, the pitch, cut on and missed, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. As the Pioneers trying to get going here. They are down to their final 2 outs. They are trailing by 6 runs. Right now, more than anything, they need base runners. Bradarich will throw over and not going to be in time. As again, Lucini, my apologies, gets settled back into the box. Look back at Popa, the wind and the pitch, as that's fouled away, 0-2. So, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 man down. As Bradrich threw himself right out of his ball cap out there on the mound. As he kicks off the dirt off the bump out there, Lucini steps back in. 0-2, 1 man down. Popa has his lead. Bradrich getting set. He winds and delivers. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 count. As again, Pioneers trying to get there. Checks on Popa, the wind and the pitch. Taken for strike 3 looking. Lucini goes down. Called. So that'll bring up Gil Murad as the Pioneers down to their final out here in the afternoon portion of this one. So Murad steps back in. As I said, he started this game as the catcher a week ago. Due to some equipment issues, just did not continue in that role here tonight. As we'll see what the Pioneers do in Game 2, which will start, as I'm told, 7 o'clock. So about an hour from now, as Murad waits. Off and going is Popa. Popa heads for second base, and he will make it in time. So a stolen base. As, I'll be honest, I missed the call at home. I believe it was a ball, but no, they say it was a strike. My apologies there. Stolen base for Dom Popa. As now Murad gets set. 0-1. Look back. Bradrich deals. That one chopped towards the second baseman. He scoops it up, throws over to first, and that is going to do it. Jamestown is going to get the win. The resumed game comes to an end in a Jamestown victory, 7-1. As the 4-3 ground out from Gil Murad ends it. The Pioneers will head off. They will take some time as the second game will start at 7 p.m. As I said, not the way they wanted that one to go. They came in trailing 4-0. And it was just, well, really, it didn't get much better from there as Jamestown takes the victory. So we'll have a brand new score, 0-0. Pioneers will officially be the away team. We'll see what happens at 7 p.m. As always, I'm John Clement. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night, Elmira.